Hey guys, welcome back to Niche, a genetic survival game. I am back with our new pack. So I have gone and renamed these three. The Generation 1 and 2, with Adam and Eve being Generation 0. I've renamed them, so we have a little cub here, which I've called Fawn. Mother I've called Genny, and the father I've called Adonis. So I've just renamed them. I'm gonna rename them after I finish the episode they're born in. I'm not gonna give them names during the episode. So that just to inform you guys, we're just going to get Adam to get these while Eve and Adonis come along to sort of mark the way through here. Once we've sort of like got this route going through, we are then going to get these three to come along as well, because we're going to leave the island in this port. Hopefully, because they look like flowers or some sort of vegetation, it will take us to a nice place. So, okay, then we also have Reese there, who is from she came up last episode, but she's not really providing anything for the pack, so I didn't get her to join. Okay, so moving along, and it's still getting warmer. So they do have this cold resistance, which is keeping them warm. But because the temperature is rising, I think everything's going to be fine in that regard anyway. So if we use Adonis to move along here, actually, if we get Adam to do these, so then Reese won't steal them, so we can still have some food. And then if we come down here and do that, we've already sort of made our way here. If we use our ears, we've still got that mole there, but we're not going to try and go after it. So if we move Fawn around there, perhaps a stag will come out, so we can get that before we leave. Yes. So let's get Genny, Eve, and then Adonis down here. See, we can travel there, so just waiting on that. So if we move him there, then him there. No, didn't work. I tried. As I was saying, these are getting darker. It might be because the weather's getting really warm. I'm not 100% certain, but let's just get these guys going. Hopefully 35 will be enough, but can't believe it. Already done a second episode with this tribe, and we're already moving to the next island. So Let's move. All animals on port fields migrate to another island. Animals outside the port will leave the tribe and gone forever. So that's these here. So if you have too big of a tribe, you can't take the entire tribe. So that's where it's picking out who has the best genes, the immunities, and phenotypical appearances that you want to take with you. Okay, so this is the new island. Okay, so we have flowery one here. We have this doesn't look. This is blue, so I wonder if it's not sure. But you got a bit of vegetation, quite a lot of bones, and then we have this one that's got a lot of grass. So I think that will be grassland. That will be grasslands, possibly. But this one's half grassland by the looks of it, half jungle. So we're gonna have to go through the jungle, and I feel like I remember seeing somewhere mentioning something about the 3 great apes that live in the jungle. I don't know if it's different jungles or the same one, but that may prove a bit of a problem and may take quite a while getting through, because there's one on eyes which go from sight, which means you'd need camouflaged, another from hearing, in which case we'd need stealth, and then the other being smell, in which case we'd need distasteful or stinky to push them away. But the first thing we need to probably do is find a nest and bushes. But using our ears, what can we see? Nothing, and we can't smell anything, which means we're gonna have to move a bit. And we got a crab here, so we can't attack it, not that we were going to. So then I'm gonna have Eve do a little bit of searching there. If we then get her coming up as well, so let's do some searching. Probably the best thing to start doing. And then if we do hearing, smelling, what on earth is that a plant? I'm not sure what that is, but we've got a berry bush there which I'm gonna want to head for. So moving Adam up there, so it's that one there, but we're going to split, and we have Fun, who's not sure what that we have a rabbit in the area. Yes, so Fun's now aged up. Yeah, no, for oddly enough, for a strange moment, I thought there was another that young, but we're gonna have him come up here to this one to get from, while we sort of get Adonis to this one. So that's sort of where we're gonna start heading up. Then it's going to be time to search for a nest, so then hopefully we could perhaps mate Adam and Eve one last time before they pass on. So then going to claim this area and this area. So if we get territory sorted and do some exploring. See, I don't want to go straight into... We sort of like made our way here to this one. I think we are going to go to travel this, but I want to spend quite a many episode on this island. I don't want to just jump straight to the next one. I want to actually settle a bit, have a generation. Okay, so if I throw Eve up on this rabbit mound, we could... Okay, and we have the bluebird. That's what this is called. To me, and I've said it, it reminds me a lot of an owl, just blue and big. Others just remind them of big bluebird or blue jay, but they will fly overhead. They get very annoying, and if you don't have your cub, your baby by you, they'll swoop down and eat them. So we're gonna need to be careful here when it comes to having cubs. See, I've done something there, and so it flies, and it's gonna basically circle around them, sort of waiting for one to leave. And okay, so we got that there, but waiting for some to leave, and I'm gonna get Genny to come down here, search for a nest here, and oh, we found another bush. So we can harvest through that. These guys are having quite a mixture of diet. They've been quite fortunate in that regard. But if you come down off that mound, we really need to do some more exploring. So, okay, so it's raining, and oh, bad timing. Adam died, partly because he was having some problems, and now we get a carnivore turn up. So this is really bad. So if we get Genny over here, Genny can attack, and of course Adonis is going to use his 3 moves to attack, but still not enough. So there, that's enough there. And we have Eve over here. She's gonna pass away herself too. So if we look along there, and if she digs up, we can get some more. But yes, she's now passed on too. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to get them to breed, and can pick up those. I'm then going to get Genny to pick up these. So we have 29. You can then build a nest. We have a new mole, so we can come up here and kill that, and we're going to collect it. So we're sort of settling, but slowly getting there. On this new island is a lot more dangerous. Okay, so we have Isla, which I actually really like that name. I may keep Isla, but let's see, those two have similar genes, so they're not the best when it will come to breeding, but that's not a problem because hopefully we'll be able to find another member who we could mate with. Seems to have the blue eyes and the violet eyes. Another dots with panda pattern here. What do we have here? Okay, so we've unlocked the claw. So since we need to start thinking more on that regard, if we get the claw would be, no, that's no paws. We really don't want the no paws. Also, I'm having problems with this because this is still in early access. There are still a few problems, and the solution to this is already out there. If you haven't been able to realise already, it comes up saying I've collected 0 of 35 berries, and I've clearly collected some berries, so I can sort out that solution. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. But having nimble fingers, which is what that will unlock, as a trait isn't overly important at this time. But as we go along, it will become more vital. So I will get it fixed, just to let you guys know. And hopefully in the June update, that glitch will go away. And have claws, so perhaps ram horns, so we can add some more features to them, like physical features, because I don't have a problem with them having two runner legs, but they do look quite a bit bare, these two. Well, Genny has her ram horns, but I'm glad the fact that the dots has moved down, so they're not as pale as these two, because of course we've got the yellowish here with the grey and the beige that's caused this colour, but we then have grey and beige here. So oh wait, no, beige, it's grey and beige here, that's why it's a sort of mix of the two. But we have to wait until she's aged out before we can have another. So let's just have you come and we'll search a bit more. Okay, speaking of a new member, we have Govanvan. So we have the ram horns here, no recessive. We have medium ears. We have the derp snout there, and short snout. So that will give two new bits then. We have the spiky body, that will be another new feature. Velvet paws, another new feature, which might be helpful because it's stealth in case the hearing monkey is the one that lives in this jungle. So that could come in handy. Hind legs and webbed hind legs, that won't be so important, but hind legs would be good. No problem with the eyes because spiky body doesn't get tail. Have panda, we have just black eyes. Oh, see, this little fellow seems very, very good. He seems very good. He's got immunity D and B, A and F, GF, A, G. Okay, so they both, Adonis and Govanvan, have B. Neither of the two second gens got B, so he would be very good breeding wise. The problem is that he's infertile and low fertility, so he actually only has a fertility rate of 1 out of 6, which is very, very low, but we are gonna add him in. So if we come closer, okay, he's sort of gone, but he will come back. When he does, we're gonna add him in, and he'll probably breed with little Isla here once she grows up. So that's something to look forward to. But that's it for this episode. So this we've done quite a lot in. Adam and Eve died, unfortunately, and we had moved to a new island. We've settled down on this new island. We got our territory here, which is sort of what we got. We expanded a bit here, which we may go back to in order to get some bunnies there, but we can't really hear any, which means I don't think any has spawned out of that rabbit mound since Eve unfortunately passed. But so much has happened, so it'll be interesting to see what happens as we proceed, and I'm going to try to keep it a fairly small pack for the time being. We may eventually get bigger once we get more things sorted. We have more genes coming in and out, so yes, that'll be all. And if you guys like this video, thumbs up, and free to share any of your feedback, any of your comments in the comment section below. If you haven't seen any other episodes of this, I recommend you check out the playlist, which will also be linked below, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.